City. May he rest in peace. I only have one word to describe Sir Howard, legend, and this small tribute in his honour. And in other sad news, I'd like to pay tribute to Dutch, a dear friend of the canine variety, who was a good friend to Sarah. She is a friend from the LGBTQIA+ travelling community. Dutchie, a good friend to us all, and now without suffering or pain, something such a kind animal did not deserve. We also pay tribute to him. May he rest in peace. Now, good afternoon. I'd officially like to start my speech by wishing you a happy Gypsy, Roma and Traveller History Month and happy Pride Month. And happy 80 years of independence to Iceland, which was celebrated on the 17th of June 2024. I'm just going to go to another slide, which was celebrated on the 17th of June 2024. I'm Young Forbian, Allensburg, W. Macburn, JTOR MB for short. I want to talk to you about something very dear to my heart as an asexual, non-binary person from the Irish travelling community who can also trace my Icelandic roots back to the Viking period with pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified, PDD-NOS for short, and ADHD. My father is also autistic. We try our best to engage with the system, communicate constructively with the system, but we often face barriers and stigma. Last year I spoke to a conference about stigma received just by living in social housing. This year I want to talk to you about neurodiversity and hopefully give you the tools to assist and create positive housing experience for neurodiverse people and people who may feel they have complex disabilities. I myself has been seen by problematic by my provider and have been given warning that doesn't take into account mine or my father's autism. I've had police knock on the door, not tell the truth that it was fairly malicious calls, and instead accused me and my family of domestic abuse and said they talk loudly at each other and accused the family of all being autistic, when my mum is the most neurotypical person in the world. She is in the audience. Give us a wave, Mum. And my neurodiverse Debs and a support worker, Leslie. Give us a wave, guys.
Hi.
And Tanaka, my support worker, or as I call him, my boss. Give us a wave, Tanaka. I'm autistic, different, not less. I'd like to talk to you about an important issue affecting the neurodiverse community this year. Last year was a leap year. Universal Credit are not paying an extra week, and by law, the landlord are allowed to charge an extra week. Me personally have been charged an extra 2 weeks or 2 months because of an admin error at my provider. This is because despite me checking in March with the furnished tenancy department of my provider, this is due to me not having access to the money advice team or the customer finance team, due to me putting trust in one of the staff members to possibly fix all my issues with the provider or just to feel heard. And I want to make a joke there. It's nice to be heard because we finally got the speakers working. And they didn't email me till the 2nd of April 2024, and we assume this was automated as it has my middle name on it. For your information, my middle name is Paddy after my Irish granddad. My appointee updated just 6 days later on the 8th of April 2024, and Universal Credit didn't pay my provider for the month of April. My provider is not legally allowed to charge more than 1 week's rent. This will be investigated thoroughly. And I even lived in independent living provided by social care, but had a terrible experience with my autism and neighbours caused by the global pandemic was on. One of the last important mentions is Karen and Vinnie Ryan, who are superstars of the autistic community. They ran stepping stones across the spectrum, provided hubs which sadly has to close. We still have the weekly radio show on All FM 96.9, the real voice of Manchester. Stepping stones across the airways. As you can see, I have been on this show with my friend Debs, who is in the audience. Debs, a wave please. Sadly, they never got an ODE, but did go to the Queen's Garden Party. It's such a great loss to the community, and we need more services what Stepping Stones provided. I'm going to show you another slide. Thanks to Goodwin Stella August's daughter and Gunnar Thor Hermansson, as I call him Hemingson, for providing graphics for this presentation. They are both from the neurodiversity, and thank you to the panel for a fantastic planning call despite my 12-year-old MacBook, and thanks for working around my BT engineer appointment for 45900, which happened the 21st of June at 1 o'clock. An amazing engineer from Kelly Group called Chris, who installed BT fibre to the property at speeds equivalent of the new fibre broadband. Thank you for being a fantastic audience and listening to my speech. Once again, I wish you all a happy Gypsy Traveller History Month and happy Pride Month and happy 80 years of independence to Iceland, which was celebrated on the 17th of June 2024. Congratulations to Cheadletown women on winning the FA, on winning their league and being promoted to the FA National League North. Congratulations to Hazel Grove for winning the league. I want to finish with a story about when Queen's Rugby won the cup. I was like one of the team. I got a medal off the goalkeeper. I didn't feel autistic or neurodiverse for the whole evening. We're different, not less. Congratulations to Jack Mac for saving my life and letting me form the Jack Mac Ultras and find my place at Cheadletown. A big shout out to PRS Home Improvements, the best roofing and home improvements company in the Northwest. No job too big or small, just with my cousin Miley. And hope you have an amazing and fulfilling Housing 2024 and you remember this speech. I've been Yoan Forbian, QB, CTSE, Allensburg, W Mac Burn, JTOR MB for short. And thanks for having me at Housing 2024 conference and allowing me to make this important speech. My full speech is available on my YouTube and TikTok after my speech with a short delay while my support worker prepares it with a voiceover to protect my identity. That's JTOR Animation and Poetry, JTOR MB Artist Animation and Poetry at JTOR MB Artist, YouTube and JackmacUltras TikTok. I don't want to have too much to read and fail on making a successful speech to conference. This includes key facts on my housing. Thank you and goodbye. And as we say on radios, 73s and over and out.